Hello, dear friends. It is rumored that the coalition would use a global blackout to carry out its operations. Opinion piece: Blackout Risk, solar storms, sun alters orbits, satellite diversion, power grid protection, global public debt rises, Stromboli volcano is out of control, Saudi Arabia puts pressure on G7 countries, the Atacama Desert blooms for the first time. Let's start. Solar storms could cut off power supplies around the world, according to researchers. American scientists from the universities of Colorado and Maryland conducted a study that showed that solar storms pose a threat not only to orbiting satellites and communication systems, but could also disrupt the functioning of critical infrastructure, including pipelines. According to a publication in Frontiers in Astronomy and Space Sciences, auroras and geomagnetically induced currents are caused by the same space weather factors. Auroras occur due to two processes. Particles ejected by the sun reach the Earth's magnetic field and cause a geomagnetic storm, or cosmic radiation compresses the Earth's magnetic field. These same sources create geomagnetically induced currents that could damage electrical infrastructure. Scientists studied the effect of impacts at different angles and at different times of day of these currents. The study found that most frontal impacts result in higher peaks of geomagnetically induced currents. These effects appear immediately after impact and continue during the subsequent mini-storm. Scientists have learned to predict the angles of these impacts about 2 hours before they occur, allowing protection of the power grid and other vulnerable infrastructure to be activated before the space storm reaches its peak, experts conclude. Massive satellite migration. Earth just experienced the largest mass migration of satellites in history. On May 10, 2024, approximately 5,000 spacecraft had to maneuver to maintain altitude, resisting a geomagnetic storm that was trying to knock them down. The event is described in a research paper that was just published by the Journal of Spacecraft and Rockets. Most were SpaceX Starlink satellites, says William Parker, lead author of the paper. Each satellite has a receiver, as well as autonomous position keeping and collision avoidance capabilities. When they detect effects of the storm, thousands of satellites made the decision to maneuver. The need to migrate upward was caused by a sudden increase in the resistance of the satellites. Earth's atmosphere absorbed an enormous amount of energy from the solar storm, causing it to puff up like a marshmallow placed over a campfire. Tendrils of hot air reached into space and began to drag the satellites downward. Economy. Global public debt is growing faster than the world economy. Global public debt exceeded $100 trillion in 2023. The IMF indicates that the largest debtor economy continues to be the US. The stock market recovers after the rise in technology stocks. Small cap stocks post their best week in 8 months. Bonds and Valium have a great week due to bad data. The bear hunt on Wall Street evokes the technological bubble of the year 2000. Gold remains near its record level due to the Fed's rate cut. The gold-silver ratio could indicate the early stages of a silver price breakout. Wall Street's recovery is boosting big banks. Banks suffer biggest drop in deposits since tax day, while money market assets rise to record level. The world population will reach 10.3 billion in 2080 and then fall, according to the UN. Europe. Lava from the Stromboli volcano in southern Italy reaches the sea after a strong eruption. The UK accelerates the release of prisoners to avoid overcrowding due to lack of places. Europe is preparing for a trade war with China. Saudi Arabia secretly puts pressure on the G7 countries, according to France's La Nouvelle Tribune. The UN issues the largest package of sanctions in its history against Israeli settlers and settlements. Kenya's president dismisses almost his entire cabinet after weeks of protests. Russia has become Greece's main gas supplier. Russia becomes the leading exporter of barley and peas. Putin proposes a parliamentary body for the BRICS. Russia knows nothing about Trump's plan for peace in Ukraine, diplomat says. Orbán continues his peace mission in Ukraine after meeting with Trump. Orbán will meet again with Trump at his Florida residence after meeting Putin. Borrell is upset by Orbán's trips to Russia and China on a peace mission. Russia wants that Germany that Germany is being targeted for the deployment of long-range missiles. Russia advances that it will give a tough response to the deployment of missiles in Germany. Zelensky is angry that the US will not lift restrictions on attacks in deeper areas of Russia. Has Zelensky's wife bought a Bugatti with Western money? On July 11th and 12th, the 10th BRICS Parliamentary Forum was held in St. Petersburg. The topic of the session was the parliamentary dimension of the BRICS, perspectives for strengthening interparliamentary cooperation. Technology. The first hydrogen-powered ferry will operate in San Francisco Bay. The SpaceX rocket accident leaves the Starlink satellites in the wrong orbit. China plans space mission to divert the trajectory of an asteroid 7 million kilometers from Earth. USA. Trump requests to overturn the guilty verdict, alleges presidential immunity. Trump urges Biden to take a cognitive test and affirms that he's willing to accompany him. According to Mike Adams, Biden will not voluntarily withdraw from the race. He will dig in and attack anyone who asks him to step aside. According to Salusa, in quotes, whatever happens to your duck pins, they will be in the halls of justice before beginning a new experience. Unconfirmed rumor. President Biden has been plagued by rumors about using a body double on many occasions over the years. In August 2023, a claim went viral claiming that actor Arthur Roberts had actually been Biden's double. Many videos and posts on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter show Roberts next to Biden, who bears slight resemblance to the president. A TikTok video from late August 2023 shows clips from a presidential debate in 2020 and claims that Arthur Roberts plays Biden. In quotes, the video transposes the actor's face onto Biden's to show the supposed resemblance. But this is not a new statement. An Instagram post from December 2021 shows Biden pulling his lip. The publication claimed that he was removing his skin mask so his real lip can be seen, in quotes. Meanwhile, a Twitter post from August 2023 showed Roberts' page, which says the actor allegedly played Biden in 2021 at his swearing in ceremony as president. A 2021 article in Real Raw News also claimed that Roberts discovered his identity from him by impersonating Biden. Spain. Andalusia and the region of Murcia on orange alert for temperatures of up to 41 degrees Celsius. Residents of the Balearic Islands protest against mass tourism. Vox agrees to leave all its regional coalition governments with the PP. Two Vox advisors in Extremadura and Castilla y León rebel against Abascal and refuse to leave their positions. Inflation moderated to 3.4% in June, and food inflation marked a minimum since 2021. Sunday will be a good day for the Spaniards, with the finals of Wimbledon and the Euro Cup. Americas. Flowers bloomed in the Atacama Desert for the first time in years. Inflation in Argentina breaks a 5-month streak of deceleration. The government of Ecuador indicates that it has regained control of the country's prisons. Peru decrees an emergency in the northern province of the country due to an increase in extortion. The Peruvian prosecutor's office is investigating more than 150 police and military personnel after deaths in anti-government protests. Brazil could satisfy the demand of Latin America by manufacturing its first fighter. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.